celebrity couples who ignore public opinion. Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard. In both love and comedy, these guys have vowed to always be there for each other. The pair started dating in 2007. 3 years later, they announced their engagement. The two are known for airing out their dirty laundry, and they don't feel sorry about it at all. They have shared a lot about terrible fights they've had with each other. They also refuse to be referred to as couple goals because they claim that their relationship, like all relationships, is far from perfect. Jamie Cullum and Sophie Dahl. Listen, the whole "guys should be taller" standard is outdated. Height has nothing to do with love. Like age, it's just a number. No couple proves this point more than the adorable Jamie Cullum and Sophie Dahl. These two are pretty well known in their individual careers. Cullum is a singer and songwriter, while Dahl is a model and author. Dahl towers over Cullum by almost half a foot. Dahl once commented about their height difference, stating, "I think if we were both slightly more neurotic people, it would be crippling, but the fact of the matter is that we're both happy. It's cool." Rhea Durham and Mark Wahlberg. American actor Mark Wahlberg can be pretty intimidating because of the roles he takes on. He's known for starring in gritty films like The Fighter and The Departed. He also tried careers in rap, producing, and business. However, the action star extraordinaire seems tame when he stands next to his wife, who's an inch taller than him. Durham is a model, so yeah, she's tall. The height, of course, wasn't an issue for the happy couple. Wahlberg and Rhea enjoyed their long courtship so much, they decided to cap it off 8 years later with a wedding. David Hasselhoff and Haley Roberts. The star had married twice before he found his current love, Haley Roberts, back in 2011. The model is a whopping 27 years younger than the actor. The couple decided to make things official in 2017 in an intimate wedding ceremony in Italy. The two share a home in the Hollywood Hills and are rumored to live in the same neighborhood as Justin Bieber and some of the Kardashians. Alec Baldwin and Hilaria Thomas. In 2012, yoga teacher Hilaria Thomas walked down the aisle and said, "I do," to actor Alec Baldwin. Alec basically stalked Hilaria in an NYC restaurant, and she pretty much fell in love with him on the spot. Since Thomas is in the business of health and wellness and Baldwin is an A-lister, it may be pretty difficult to tell that they're separated by a 26-year age gap. But the couple doesn't let the age difference get in the way of their happiness. In fact, they're still together to this day. Kevin Hart and Eniko Parish. If you're into comedy movies, you most probably know Kevin Hart. With such a giant reputation, it's not obvious that Hart is just 5'4" tall. Hart is actually 3 inches shorter than his stunning wife, Eniko Parish, but he doesn't take any offense to the jokes about it, most of the time. In fact, he even makes light of this height difference himself. At a recent red carpet event, he said, "I don't believe in doing things to manufacture my body to appeal to what I think people might like. Word, just be who you are, Kevin." Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden. Cameron Diaz made a name for herself in movies like Charlie's Angels, Shrek, and There's Something About Mary. Now that the towering, blonde beauty is fresh in your mind, it's time for you to meet this musician who, according to Cameron, makes her life feel complete. Nicole Richie played matchmaker for Cameron and Good Charlotte frontman Benji Madden. Cameron said yes to Madden's marriage proposal in 2015. Despite the obvious height difference, the two were only engaged for 17 days before they got married. Elton John and David Furnish. Music icon Elton John and his filmmaker husband, David Furnish, were some of the very first voices behind civil partnerships in the UK. In 2014, they decided to make it official and legalize their marriage after being together for nearly 2 decades. The same-sex couple is separated by a 15-year age gap, which means they had two different fights to fight when it came to public opinion, but the two are just too adorable together to separate. Rod Stewart and Penny Lancaster. Rock legend Rod Stewart is one of the biggest names in the business, selling more than 100 million records over the course of his career. In 2007, he met his third wife, television personality Penny Lancaster, and decided to put a ring on it. Fans were heartbroken, but Penny and Rod had found something truly special even with the enormous age gap between them. The age difference between the two is a substantial 27 years, and as disappointed as some of his female fans may be, the couple is still happily married. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. Here's another one of those couples where the girl is taller than the guy. Nicole Kidman is 5'11" and Keith Urban is 5'10". This couple is always so lovey-dovey, even in public, during interviews and on red carpets. They steal the show with how sweet they are. After her divorce from fellow actor Tom Cruise, Kidman gave love another try, and we're all happy that she did. She has been married to country singer Keith Urban since 2006. Matt Damon and Luciana Barroso. Some high-class celebrities like to stick within their circles when it comes to marriage and love affairs, but Matt Damon is different. He wanted to go for someone outside of his clique, and that was the day that Luciana Barroso fell into his life. While he was in South Beach, friends dragged him outside for a few drinks to loosen up. Little did he know that he'd find his wife tending the bar they were in. Some may judge them for being in a mixed relationship between a normal person and a famous person, but they are having too much fun together to care. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Will Smith first met Jada when she auditioned for a role in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. When it comes to couples who ignore public opinion, you can't help but think about these two. There have been rumored to have an open relationship, but it's hard to tell if that's actually the case. Not to mention the Oscar incident in which Will slapped Chris Rock for laughing at Jada. Whatever is going on behind the scenes, one thing is clear: they don't give a duck what we think about them, and that's what makes their relationship work. George Clooney and Amal Clooney. If there's one thing the public likes to criticize is huge age gaps. Well, the public was in luck when George and Amal Clooney started dating, as they have a 17-year age difference. Amal works with international law and human rights, while George is a mere actor. When they got together, many eyebrows were raised, but they have proven they can make such a relationship work, staying together and even having children. Eddie Murphy and Paige Butcher. Funnyman Eddie Murphy has a total of 10 children, 2 of which are with his new wife, model Paige Butcher. The actor had been married twice before, once to the former wife of Babyface. Eddie is 18 years older than his wife, but you can't tell by looking at him, because he looks incredible for his age. The couple welcomed their second child into the world in 2018 and are still happily married today. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. Ellen DeGeneres is one of the biggest voices in the LGBTQ community, but when she first came out, the public wasn't really on board. Ellen DeGeneres is one of the biggest voices in the LGBTQ community, but when she first came out, the public wasn't really on board. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Bye!